Plaintiff Miles Haley and his girlfriend Dejaria Daniels say the defendant is Dejaria's twin, and Miles tried to help her out by renting her a car. However, Miles claims once he got the vehicle back, the police surrounded him and falsely accused him of committing a crime in the rental car. He's suing for car damages and car rental fees. Defendant Dejaria Daniels admits that while she had the rental car, she allowed her ex-boyfriend to use the vehicle, and she insists he is the one who damaged the vehicle. Therefore, she denies owing.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
All right, so Your Honor, a favor almost cost me my life by getting shot by the police. Dejaria,
You did get shot or you almost?
I almost got shot by the police. Dejaria, she been on the show before.
Oh, okay.
She informed us that you can help us with this situation.
All right.
All right, so I rented a car for Dejaria.
When? Where do you know it from?
This is my girlfriend's twin sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she my girlfriend's twin sister.
All right.
I rented the car for
When?
September 16th.
And how long was she supposed to have it?
To the 18th, but
All
she
right.
needed 2 extended days, so it was supposed to be returned on the 20th.
Okay.
All right, so I rented the car for them. When I got the car, it was supposed to be at their mother's house on the 20th when I had to return it, but it wasn't there.
So
So
you went to look to get it, to return it.
Right.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't
Was
there.
she there?
She wasn't.
Okay.
Was she there? I think she was there, but she was like on her way.
Wasn't
to
she
work.
the one you rented it for?
Yeah. But
What did
was
she
on her
say
way
the
to
car
work.
was?
We asked her, and it ended up being her ex-boyfriend.
What did she
possessed-
say when you said, I'm here to pick up the car that I rented for you, and you're here, but I don't see the car?
It was in possession of her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, she said, my ex-boyfriend has it?
Yeah.
All right, and how did you respond?
We called him. We asked him, like, where is he? He said, I'm less than 10 minutes away. I'm on my way to bring you the car.
Okay.
An hour went past. Still hasn't showed up. We called him again.
Couple stops.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Not even on the way. So we called him again. We like, where you at? Where you at? He like, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Never came. We called him back one more time. Now he informed us that the car has 2 flats on it, and that we need to find a way to get the flats fixed. I'm trying to bring the car to you. I told him, like, all right, I got to be with the car because it's under my name, but I rented it just for her to use it. So I get to the car, I see the 2 flats, but as I see the 2 flats, I see tail light was messed up as well and a scratch on the side. So I go to a repair shop to get temporary tires put on. As I'm leaving the tire shop, the car smell like weed, which is against the policy of the rental service. So I go to a car wash. As I'm at
Any
the
policy it's against the law to smoke in the car.
yeah.
Just like it is to drink in the car, the alcohol in the car. It's pretty much the same rules, alcohol as weed now.
Right.
That is, got to be an adult, 21. I don't think you can smoke weed as a minor now just because it's legal in most states. Secondly, it's just like alcohol. Go ahead.
So
You
I
smoke it openly, like you can't drink openly alcohol. You can't walk up and down the street smoking a joint. And so I'm just trying to educate a little bit. Just like you're not able to go up down the street drinking liquor and the police see you and they're going to get open. And same thing with riding in the car.
Right.
You can't ride in the car with open weed. It's like you can't ride in the car with open liquor. You can't drink and drive. You can't smoke and drive. So it's all the same rules. I just wanted to make sure
I got it.
most kids know, young people knew that
okay.
because many think, oh, I'm 14, I can smoke weed now. No, you got to be an adult. Go ahead.
All right, so like I said, the car got ashes all over the place, smell like weed. So I'm trying to vacuum out the car and at least get the smell out. But as I'm there trying to do it, 5 police officers hop out on me, guns drawn. They tell me, put my hands up, put your hands up. So they detain me, and as they detaining me, Dejaria, she there through the whole process of everything that was going on. So she informed them that they got the wrong person. They looking for Dejanay's ex-boyfriend. So they this is the police officer's personal vehicle, cause they informed me that
Who has a personal vehicle of the police officers?
it was stolen. So they informed why I'm being detained. They informed me that the reason why I'm being detained is because the rental car was used in a high speed and the Grand Theft Auto of the police officer's personal vehicle. So they telling me she telling them they got the wrong person. So he just want his car back because this is his personal vehicle. Nice Jeep. So he all right, call him. Let them know that you got a sale. Somebody trying to buy the car for $2,500. He on the phone yeah, I'm on my way. I got a title for the car and everything right now. I'm on my way. So they trying to lure him in. He end up never coming. And they take me down to the station for questioning. And I don't know the person. I don't know her ex-boyfriend at all.
You never agreed to allow him to drive?
Never agreed to allow. It was supposed to be in her possession. I told her anything happen, the responsibility, all the fees or anything is on you. Mm-hmm. So I don't know him. So they thinking I'm lying the whole time or that I'm involved. But Dejari, like I said, she was there the whole time. She came down to the station. She let them know who the person they was looking for. They compared it to a video they had, and they found out it was him. They ended up letting me go. Mm-hmm. A couple days later, that's when I get the invoices through the rental app that I owe $27.34 in car rental fees and damages. I informed Dejaria to let Dejanay know, and she ended up telling us it ain't had nothing to do with her. She wasn't driving the car.
You can't ride in the car with open weed. It's you can't ride in the car with open liquor. You can't drink and drive. You can't smoke and drive. Just all the same rules. I just wanted to make sure.
I got it.
Most kids know. Young people knew that because many think, I'm 14. I can smoke weed now. No. You got to be an adult.
Defendant Dejanay Daniels is being sued by her sister's boyfriend, who claims he rented a car for Dejanay and she damaged it. But she insists her ex-boyfriend caused the damages.
Let me hear from you.
I asked my sister to ask Miles, can he give me a rental car for my daughter's birthday to go to Wisconsin Dells or whatever the case may be. But the car was in my possession at the time we went to Wisconsin Dells from the 16th to the 18th. And we was coming back later on that day, so I asked to extend the day to the 18th or whatever the case may be. So the 19th, we was going to return the car. So as on my way to work, my ex-boyfriend called me. On my way to work, he had the car basically when we came back from Wisconsin Dells because...
He had the car.
Yeah, because
How did he get the car?
Because I let him keep the car. I let him use the car to go to his friend's house because I had work the next morning, so I just let him keep the car basically, or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And as he keep the car,
funny. You ain't the one you're not the one out of 2,700. Go ahead, laugh. We're gonna get the last laugh. Go ahead.
Okay. So as he keep the car, the next morning, my ex-boyfriend called me and was like, "Can you call Mouse or your sister to ask to keep the car for another day?" So I called Mouse and my sister for them to for him to keep the car for another day, basically.
You asked if he could keep it.
Basically, if he could keep the car.
Basically, did you ask if he could keep it?
Yes, I called.
Who did you ask?
Mouse or my sister.
Both?
Yeah, my sister, because I had her number. I didn't have Mouse number at the time.
All right, why you keep saying his name then? You said that third time. You said 3 times it was the both. You said him and her 3 times. Now you.
Because they together, so she have to communicate.
You don't know when you're talking to one person or 2?
Huh? Excuse me?
Do you know when you're talking to one person or 2 people?
Yeah, I know when I'm talking to
all right, that's what I was asking. Who?
Okay.
All these games you playing, you don't have enough to play with me. You don't. I'm sorry. You accept my apology?
Okay, yeah.
Don't mean to offend you. I'm just trying to discourage you from playing games because I don't want to make a big fool out of you.
Okay.
Because you're trying to talk slick with me, and I'm a highly paid slick talker.
I don't talk slick. I don't talk slick to people. So,
don't they one? Aren't they one? When you talk to one, aren't they one together? If you didn't talk to him and it was in his name, you didn't get permission. Anything else you want to tell me about this?
Okay. That when I talked to my sister about keeping the car for another day, I told them that I was not going to be in the car because I have work, and I was at work at the time when the car situation was going on, or whatever. So at the car situation going on, they said that he keep the car for another day. They sent the money to me, and I sent it to Mal's Cash App. And when they sent the cash, I told them that I was not gonna be in the car with him. I was gonna be at work, and I had my daughter. So the 20th come or whatever for the car to get turned back. They called me and said that he called me and said that the car caught on flat. But I'm at work as this stuff happening, so I didn't know like what was really going on. But they was calling him to get the car. So I didn't know. After they called to get the car, they had met him to go get the car, and the flat was on the car was on flat, and I had nothing to do with that basically. So I'm not understanding why I'm being sued for something, and I wasn't in the car with them, and Miles knew that my boyfriend had the car.
Yeah, because you don't think right.
Because
you don't think right. That's why you're being sued.
Okay, but the car was for me, but at the end of the day, it wasn't in my possession because Miles knew that he had the car.
Right, yeah. I know. You gave it to somebody who damaged him and cost him $2,734 without his permission. And then you try to talk slick to me, talking about, well, when you talk to one, don't you getting permission from both? That slick talk gets you one out of 2,746, and two, it gets you some advice to go and get a little more logic and reasoning up there, because you don't even make sense to yourself, or you shouldn't. You give his car to somebody else without his permission. Not only is he thrown down and almost killed by the police, you think you're gonna leave him out of 2,700? What's wrong with you?
Okay, but
is something wrong with her? You sound like it. What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
If you knew the type of person he was, and you knew that he probably wasn't responsible, you should have just let me know ahead of time that, you feel me, nah, just turn the car back in, don't extend the days, because he got the car, and he not responsible, so you wouldn't even be in the mess if none of this really happened, if he ain't have it at all.
You should have never gave him the car. That's all I got to say. Because you asked for the car, and we gave you the car, and it was in your possession, and you gave him the car. So now we in this situation. So